Hello, lads. Here we are again in another mini roleplay where you're going to see literally how you can conduct a discovery on the first questions in a way that is effective so that you can start on the right track, you start with the right foot, and you can be able to get the real emotions that the prospect are not really telling you and the real data points that the prospects would rather not tell you. So that you can combine these two and advance drastically in your sales calls. In here, you're going to see a special example where you see someone who doesn't take ownership of a situation and just prefers to blame other people. And you, as the majority of other closers, would not immediately target this and you would have just kept going your discovery. That's a mistake because if you don't fix this from the get-go, this is just going to get worse, it's going to get bigger, and at the end of the call, the prospect is not going to buy because they don't believe it's their problem. If they're blaming at someone else and not taking ownership, that means that they won't buy to fix a problem that isn't theirs. So when you recognize this type of prospect, immediately you have to target this and bring it up. And you see how exactly in this video. If this is the first time you're seeing a video of me, I work with 9-figure companies. I closed millions of dollars already, and I'm wearing blue sunglasses for no reason. So those are the main reasons why you should listen to me. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's go at it. Let's see who's next to try out. If you guys can stop me if you have a question about anything, you know. So let's see next, the next closer. Blondie, you're gonna try. Do you guys like this kind of methodology where I am?
Yeah, very.
One?
It's actually, yeah,
I
that's a
think
lot
it's
of
great.
information and a lot of feedback in a short period of time.
It's not bad.
This is in case that you guys can be a prospect. So the prospect is gonna be the break into tech fellas. So, all right, let's discuss this. What are you gonna close Amro on?
Guess right in tech.
All right. So start from the closing question, from the opening, pretty much.
All right, so Mr. Jake Hammer, tell me, what's the main reason you want to break into tech sales right now?
Now, how can you say that better? Break into tech sales. What the fuck is even that?
Okay. What is the main reason you want to break into tech sales and make good money now?
Why are you saying break into tech sales so much? The name
Because
is just
you're breaking into tech sales, like you're going into tech sales.
yeah, but it's so cringy, and it's the
It's
result is what matters. The result is what matters. Is why do you want to do tech sales to make money right now? Like, break into is like it's so salesy. And not necessarily sales. It's just it's like I don't know. It's imagine someone gets on a call with me to be part of the community, and I say, "What is the reason you want to hunt your money?" And it's like, okay, it's just so fucking cringy, isn't it? I cannot
yeah,
be saying that. So obviously, it's just like, guys, it's just so. Imagine I no. Come on, come on,
Okay. So,
roar, yeah.
so what is reason you want to land a job in tech sales and make good money in the field right now?
Okay.
yeah. So, brother, the times in the UK, it's not cutting it. It's not cutting it. Like everything is just up in prices when it comes to inflation. Especially with the war right now. Everything is just drastically more expensive, and doing the regular 9 to 5, it ain't cutting it anymore.
Okay. So You are working your 9 to 5, but you feel like because
Wrong.
of everything going on,
You want to know why?
yes.
Because the way he's already talking, you can use this to leverage so many points. This is a special case, obviously, so I wouldn't expect you to do it perfectly. But if I am the closer and he just talks to me like this, I'm going to say, dude, are you okay? That's the first thing I'm saying. Because it's just, man, he's not cutting it anymore. And you see him doing a magnificent Leonardo DiCaprio right now. If you see a prospect so genuinely like this, I'm not gonna. Okay, so you're telling me, what am I telling you guys? Be human. I'm gonna say, Amro, are you okay? And guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna break even more. He's gonna break into emotions, not into tech sales. And he's just gonna tell me, no, man, it's just genuinely is. It's gonna get even more. I'm gonna get him more emotional. With just, are you okay? He's gonna break into tears. Beautiful. Does that make sense? And then I'm doing the thing that you're doing. But you have to be witty. You have to adapt. You have to be catchy enough to see these things. Because the difference between you starting like that means that in a way he doesn't feel heard. He's like, yeah, okay, he's repeating it. Recognize the emotion, not necessarily the words. You're just focusing too much on the words and you're not focusing on the person that you have in front. That is not understanding. Yes? It's great one. Women analogy. She says, yeah, I'm fine. And you say, oh, great. And you just go play video games. No, she's not fine. You're fucked. You listen to what's really being said. Yes? So let's go again. Amr just said what he said. Hey, put your fucking phone down. Focus. If you cannot even watch one video with full concentration, how do you expect to be successful in life? Focus. Now, since I have you here, you could work one on one with me. I don't have a mentorship, I have a brotherhood. I have people who are working almost 700 hours in a row. I have people who had no knowledge in sales and now are making more than 5 figures in just a few months. I will not teach you stupid linguistics like say the stupid word track. I will not teach you useless tonalities that make you look like a clown. I will not teach you to be a pushover in sales who tries to force stuff. Quite the opposite. I'm going to teach you psychology, the real psychology, so that you can know exactly what to do to make people do whatever the fuck you want. You don't get just group coaching calls. You get one-on-ones with me where you can become a beast, where I can help you with anything you need. I can be your mentor. More than 300 hours of fucking content so that you know exactly what to do in every area. Join the brotherhood. Join the hunters and become the best version of yourself. Get the life you always fucking wanted, or do nothing and let my hunters take everything from you. If you want to join, you can see the link down below. That being said, let's continue with the video.
Hey, man. That's heavy. How are you okay?
uh yeah. Yeah, man. It's fine. Yeah.
Brother, you really don't seem too okay. Talk to me, it's fine. No judgments. What's really going on?
I mean, man, it's like I told you, man. Things are not as good as it used to be. I was expecting to get a pay raise this year, didn't happen, and now everything just how do I put this? Well, it just went to shit basically, and yeah, now I'm basically paycheck to paycheck, and I'm trying to find something like bro, any anything. So yeah, that's why I'm on this call. I want to see how I could break into tech and just find a way of making those money that the other students were making, because I need something like that right now.
Right, I hear you. Just help me understand. Did everything went to shit just because you didn't get the pay rise, or what happened?
Right now, you do the recap. Now you do the recap. And then you go with that. Great question. But the recap first now. You can combine
Okay.
everything.
Right, just checking so I got everything correctly. You were promised a pay rise. You were working this 9 to 5, and because of the war, the inflation, the price, everything is basically going to shit at the moment. It seems like you need a solution, like as of yesterday. Sounds like.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly
Use
my
use his
situation right
words
now.
more. So basically, your situation in the UK is making it feel like it's just not cutting it anymore. You're desperately looking for money. You see, I'm using stuff that he said. Like he's not cutting it anymore. He said that twice. Repeat specific things that he said, but the rest was good. Anyways, Amro, go about that again. Sorry, DiCaprio, go again.
Yeah, that's pretty much my situation right now.
Right. And just help me understand. So you were promised a pay rise, you didn't get that, and just because of that, everything went to shit, and now you're living like paycheck to paycheck, or what happened there?
I wouldn't say I was promised, but you know how it goes, like year after year, you're expecting it because loyalty to the company, you do everything, you give them everything, and then you just like, hey, great work. I'm like, okay, cool. And you just wait for the January, February, and then nothing. I was like, are you kidding me, bro? Are you seeing what's going on? How can we not get a pay increase right now?
How long were you waiting for that pay rise?
No. Make him so. This is pure psychology. He's blaming the company. All of you understand this, right? It's like yeah, it's their fault. Pretty much. That's literally what he's doing. He's expecting because well, and he says something critical there, which is, "Are you seeing how things are going? I need to know." Because in the way he said it, more than likely he meant that company's doing well. It's like, well, I should be deserved more. And if he's not, and if he's like, no, company's the same, we're doing worse, but I expect to be paid more because situation is difficult. It's like, well, is your company your mom? Is that you kind of have to make him realize that yeah, the company doesn't give a fuck. So obviously you're not going to say it like that, but that's going to be the one of the main points that you're going to have to. I'm mental mapping this, explaining it to you guys because that's obviously going to be an objection. Like all this is going to end up being an objection later on. So I need to make him take ownership on this. Did it make sense?
Yep.
Anyways, what would you ask him now?
So just for clarity, when you say that, when you see how things are going, are you referring to the market or how things are going in your company?
No, I mean, the company, I'm obviously in my small bubble of department, but when it comes to the world, like everything, like I said, everything's getting increased, everything's getting more expensive, like things aren't as affordable as it used to be. So I'm not expecting the company to compensate for every time it goes to inflation, but at least every year. You, you need to reward at least your best performers, which I've been told I am for the past few months. A pat in the back is good, but I mean, come on, at the end of the day, we're here to make money. And I also give you my loyalty as well. I give you my loyalty, my time, my hard work. And what do I get at the end? Just the basic salary from last year.
Right. I mean, the, the inflation has been going up for like since forever, right? So why is it a problem for you now, though? Like, why are you saying that right now it's not cutting it anymore?
No. Great direction, but he's still doing it. He's still villainizing the company. And why is this a problem? Because I also see Jared's question, what would the objection be? The problem is that he's not taking ownership of it. He's just blaming the company because his life is difficult. And it's like, well, the company doesn't give a fuck. Like, name me one company that is like, I'm gonna go bankruptcy just to make this employee feel good. It's like, no one does this. Actually, the first people to let go. So you need to be making him see this. So genuinely, if I'm you, I'm just gonna say, why do you expect the company to do that for you? Did they did that before? Did they give you more because your life was difficult? Well, he says no. I'm gonna say, so what do you expect them to do it now? Easy way of cutting in. Yeah. But you need to, obviously, this is going on a kind of a weird tangent because we're not going fully into the problem, but in a way is almost there, because a clear problem here is that this guy is not taking the ownership on it. And if he says yes and blame and demands, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to play dumb and I'm going to say, I don't understand. Why are you putting this as their fault? Did they told you that they were going to do this? Did they told you? No, but I expected. It's like, well, how's that going so far? And now we bring it back. So it's like, I'm slowly going to make him realize that life, life, you're on your own. You're fucked. No one cares about you. It's just life. All right. So if I make him see this, basically is my fastest path for him to go quickly in his mindset, because his mindset is kind of broken right now. You're trying to win a race with a guy that has a limp or a broken femur. It's like that's not going to work. Make sense? You got to fix it first.
Pretty much how my mindset was, that I thought that because he is on a call to get into tech sales, and automatically that means that he is looking to leave his job. In my mind, I was like, okay, so he's actually taking ownership because he wants to change now. But I guess that's not enough, right?
Do you remember what I said? Like, what was 25, 30 minutes ago? That I said, Isabel, Andrew Nader, and who else? Tyler, and I think I roasted someone else. Maybe Jetty a bit. That you guys assume stuff. There you are, proving my point. Why would you assume? This guy is the furthest thing possible from ownership. Since the moment he started, he's saying, the life is so difficult. The UK is so difficult. The company is not helping. He's just complaining about everything. I haven't heard a single moment where he says, I haven't had the skills to make the money. I haven't got the skills to help this company. I haven't got the skills to improve this. Zero. Everything is, no. I deserve better. I'm doing so well. If you're doing so well, you will be making more for the company. They will probably hire you or give you more. That's how this is supposed to be but you're zooming out. You're not seeing it because you're zoomed in. If I zoom out and I hear a guy who's saying, I work all this much, I'm giving all this loyalty, I'm putting all this, and I'm not being compensated, is, well, let's eliminate the obvious facts. If you're a great player, why are you not being more compensated? Why you're thinking about just leaving then? For how long has it been? So I'm going to eliminate all the options. I need to be very skeptical. You immediately bought into his idea. And that is dangerous, because if you bought into his story, then that's the only story that you will have. That leaves you nowhere. This makes sense?
Yeah. Can it be a case that, what if the people in his company is genuinely idiots and they don't recognize him for his hard work?
You don't know. That's my point. But how do you know that's the case and not him just not taking ownership? You don't know. All I'm doing is I'm basing myself on the evidence. And what is the evidence? It's so difficult, man. The UK is so difficult. He's just blaming everything. So it's a pattern. If this guy shows up and he says, you know what? I'm living in the UK, but I was able to get a good place that I can live. I'm still working on doing this stuff. I'm getting this stuff. And honestly, man, I'm working as hard as I can in my company, but I genuinely believe that they're not compensating me at all. But I'm doing this. I'm looking for solutions. So you see a high degree of ownership in the way he's talking. But there's just one inconsistency. Okay, I could be leaning towards his side. Explain it to me. But if everything is pointing on the other side, why would I believe him? And now it comes to the man-to-man conversation that I would have with this guy. Even if you're right, so what? Why would you expect someone else to save you? And then he's like, fuck. Okay, you got me. Because it's the truth. Why would you expect someone else to save you? Yeah? So that will be the ultimate topic on this. Obviously, you're not going to say it now. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Good. This ties back to the question I sent you yesterday, right? Yes.
Eliminating future objections on the spot.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to address this. I wouldn't ignore this and keep going with the discovery on another tangent about how difficult it is for him, because this is an obvious, I'm not taking ownership and I just want to blame everyone else. It's like, okay, if you want to blame everyone else, and this is the psychology behind it. So all of you, for the following 15 seconds, pay 100% of your attention. The psychology is, if I'm blaming everyone else for the problem, then that means the problem is not mine. And if the problem is not mine, I won't invest into fixing it. And that is the psychology that you all should understand, because this is clear as day, as black as Kevin. Yes? Tarek?
Yes.
I'm working the French market, and a lot of people mentality is to blame the government, Emmanuel Macron, everyone. And you say the fact of blaming other people is going to I will going to objection. Why?
Well, it's just literally what I said. It's because if they genuinely believe that is not their problem, all right, is the problem of my boss? Yes. When I tell you, okay, Tarek, so it's going to be 10K, you're like, but it's my boss' fault. I have to pay 10K because my boss is being mean to me, because my boss doesn't recognize me. However,
Okay.
if I take you full ownership and you say, you know what, Tarek, you decided to be in this job, you could be getting something else. You could be finding something that is more worth of you. And you say, yeah, you're right. And now I say it's 10K. It's like, now the question is, do I pay 10K or I stay with this guy? Do you see the difference in the thought now?
Yes, clearly. Thank you.
Everything is psychology. Everything is psychology. If you understand it, it's like, actually, this makes a lot of sense. And you can see what's going to happen. It's like you can see the future. So ownership plus self-accountability is harder, but it gives you full control back. Yes, absolutely. All right. And there you fucking have it. You just understood now. And you're able to clearly identify when a fucking prospect is playing a clown, and you're gonna be able from now on to just say, hey, no, what's going on? What's the point of you blaming these people? Why are you acting this way? You have to address this, because if you don't fix it, the prospects will not buy from you. So get your shit together and always face the lion. Say what needs to be said. Okay? So that being said, if you're enjoying this mini role plays, don't forget to add a comment or like this shit so that I know that you like it. And obviously, if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can just apply down below here. I don't know. Figure it out. See you in the next one.